Alright, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the value scale. I'm going to show you how to measure the 1-inch margin all the way around, the 2-inch by 10-inch value scales, and the half-inch spaces in between. So this is what the final project should look like, and I'm going to show you how to set up those spaces. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to measure my 1-inch margin all the way around. And to do that, you have to make two marks. You got to make a mark at the top and a mark at the bottom. This. So I've got my paper this way, right? And I'm going to use the ruler right at the top, and I'm going to make a mark at 1. And the paper is 9 inches wide. So I'm going to make a mark at 1, and then I'm going to go to the other end and I'm going to make a mark at 8. Because that's 1 inch in, right? So it's addition and then subtraction on the other side. Does that make sense? And then I'll do the same thing on the bottom of the paper. Make a mark at 1, and then make a mark at 8. So once you have a mark at the top and at the bottom, connect those lines. And do it very lightly. So there's one dot, there's the other dot. Oh yeah, so your line is not going across. It's actually going this way. Perfect. Maybe. So now that you have those lines, you missed. The dots are in the right spot, your ruler just moved.
It's supposed to be here.
Yes, yep. But check, yep.
It's so hard to get it straight.
Here's a trick that I use when I'm trying to draw straight lines. I'll put my pencil on the one dot, and then I'll press my ruler up against my pencil, and as I'm going to use feeling, and as long as I feel that pencil stay still, I know that it's where it needs to be, and I can just watch that top dot. And then, right, so I use it like a fulcrum. I use it like a pivot. So I push the ruler up against it, and then I lock the top one into place. I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to watch you as well, okay? So I've got my 2 lines going down the long way. Now I need to make 2 lines going the short way. And this is a thing that confuses people a lot too, is when you measure, like I have my ruler going horizontally, but what this is going to do is it's going to give me my anchor points to draw vertical lines. So this is 12 inches. So I'm going to use addition and subtraction. So I'm going to go 1 and 11. And that's going to give me a 1-inch margin on the top and the bottom. Actually, be the left and the right. So 1 and 11. And then again, using my pencil as a fulcrum, I'm going to close in on the top dot. And I'll do the same thing there. And then now I've got a 1-inch margin all the way around. Now my next step is to do the 2-inch value scales. The 2 inches tall. So I'm just going to use math, and I'm going to go 2, and then there's a 1/2 inch in between. So if I make a mark at 2, then I would make a mark at 2 and 2.5, because that's going to be the 1/2 inch space. And then what's 2.5 plus 2 is 4.5. So I'll make a mark at 4.5, and then I'll go another 1/2 inch, which puts me at 5, and then it ends at 7, which is perfect. That means my math is right. So 2 inch, 1/2 inch, 2 inch, 1/2 inch, 2 inch. So I'll do that again. So I've got my 0 lined up at my margin, not at the edge of my paper. I'm going to go 2 inches, 2.5, 4.5, 5, and then it ends at 7. And now I'll just take those, lightly draw my lines, and that should be set up correctly. And there you have it.